Well, good evening. My wife said just jump in this and be myself and I'll be fine. I'm Mike. I'm from Slater and Sons. I hope you enjoy the videos. This is going to be one of my first ones to actually try to dive in and do something that might make sense. But I was changing the cycle besides a 6-cylinder to a 8-cylinder on my tach, and I had it out and I thought, I've got a shelf full of tachometers. You can see, got my racing tach, old Sun Pro tachs. This one I'm not so sure what it is, but you can see it's looks like a piece of equipment. But I buy these at estate sales, rummage sales, and the last 7 or 8 years I've gathered quite a few of them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tachs here. Never tested them. I've got one here that I'm working on that I'm trying to make a cover for. I thought this was pretty neat. I got to make a mounting bracket. It's a good one. It's auto gauge, white face. Not sure. I can't remember what this cover was, but working on it, and I hope that the tack does work. I've never tested it, but we'll see about that. And that's why the sweatshirt is there, Steve May. That was a gift from a good friend of mine. He's an old gearhead. He has the Dead Car Rescue. I'll have to check him out. He is a lot of fun, funny. The man needs to be on stage, actually. But so what I've got here, I've got I built this car to where I can work on it from up here. I don't have a what do you call it? Raises your car up. But I don't have a way to get under it really good, so I put all my equipment up here on the fender, even my brake system's up on top on that side. So I got my voltage regulator, my ECU, my coil, all that up here. And so I've got my power, or my negative, to my coil running through here and out to right here, so I can hook up all these tachs. And then I've got off the back of my alternator this power wire that's coming through here in this plastic dustpan that we use quite often. Don't want it to fall and make don't want it to hit metal. And but I thought I'd hook these up and test them. Thought about making a short on this, but found a reason just to an evening out for my car. I hadn't done anything too much, been cold, but we do have all these tachs and tests. So I went ahead and wired up the green wire to our negative to the coil. That's traced through there to this. And then my black wire to the ground, which is going to the ground on my ECU to the body. And then the green wire, I've got it running to the negative side of my coil. This just makes it easy for me to test all these tachs. And I've got this full race tack. I'm not sure when and how long I've had it, but it's here. Got some paperwork to it. I'm gonna see if it works. I think I've got to hook up my power wire to it. I've got my ground to my negative side of the coil, my green. This here, and everything should, now if that tack moves, that means that tack's good. So we're gonna check that real quick. that move? I'm sure it did. I could see it through the windshield. That's a good tack. So I can go ahead and disconnect that one. Disconnect to my coil, the green one, or to the negative ground. Here's to my coil. Pull that one down. That's a good tack. I'm not testing my light wire. I'm sure all of them, they never go bad, really. Yeah, me and my sons, we do stuff. You'll see on my page, a lot of stock car racing going on. Creed's Custom, which is my youngest son, and my older son Mike, they built some dandy chassis in the day, and still are. But I raced back when they was children, and they helped me strip cars down, take glass out, pull wires, junk out a good car to go stock car racing. And they got the bug that way, and so, but they brought it so much farther than I ever did. And my oldest son has a real nice, oh man, solid bones, 80s model Dodge truck that he's doing a Hemi swap in, which I would never attempt. But I'm old school. I want to see a carburetor, ignition system. Those new Hemis and all the wiring is a headache, and they're great motors. These new Hemis is really making some power. That'll be nice in his truck. And you'll see some of his videos. He's on my page. Like I say, it's Senior and Sons, and we just do things together. And they're in their shop doing their things, and I stay out of their way, and I work on my old school stuff. And here's another tack that I'm gonna try. I hope it works, because it's a beautiful little acro tack. It's got a good old steel base to it. All heavy steel acro tack, but it only goes to 6,000. So I figure it could be from the 70s, 80s, who knows, but let's give this one a try. I really hope this one works. Ooh, we got orange, brown. Ooh. I'm gonna say brown goes to the, ooh, wait a minute here. Ooh, I'm gonna do some homework on that one before I hook it up. I don't want to burn up a good tack. We'll lay that right there. Here we got a Super Sun tack. Super Tack 2, proper colors. And I think I'll lay this here. I got a magnet here to keep this steady. That's my power wire to my battery. Lay this here. Go to green to the coil. And we got a ground. Ooh, that's gonna push that over here. Got it. Ground. And let's see if this power wire wants to stretch it. Yeah, let's stretch it. That's a good old tack. That'd be a good one if I can find a home for it, use it, whatever. Old Sun tacks. Sun started making their tacks, I just learned this, in 1931. That's crazy. That's a long time ago, which they had transmitters for them and stuff. And I'm thinking this in here may not work because it may be supposed to run off a transmitter. Let's test this one. That'll be a good one to have if I can find a home for it. May put that in my old van. one failed. It didn't work. I'm hooked up right. Black to ground, green to coil, red to power. I'm sure yellow goes to the light. We'll look into that one, but we'll set this one over here because it's not good. It goes on the pool table. Okay, we got a small one here. A little one. Be good for like a test set if it works. Like a test run stand for your engines when you build them or putting new top ends in them. Maybe this will work. Let's see, drain to the coil. Good. Power. Let's take this one to ground. Yeah. Maybe this little one will work. Like I said, a lot of these I picked up from pennies on the dollar in the last 7 or 8 years, and I just need to clean my shelf off. It was getting real full. That's a good test stand, or someone could use a small tack in their little unit. Like I said, I got all this stuff safety wired to where nothing can get shorted out. We don't need no fires and sparks, so that's a good one. We'll put this here. That needs to be tested. It's now I'm a little leery of because I ain't gotten hardly nothing in it, but I'm gonna set it there upside down, and I got a red, a white. You're gonna white would be light, but the older they are, they just a little bit different. They want to put a meter on this before I go jacking around and messing something up. Tell you what, this will be another one I'm going to put on tester first. I don't want to mess up a good old one. This here is when I'm building a shelf for it. So it came out of a box. It's an auto gauge. So this goes a green to negative to the coil. This is black to ground, and red to power. Oops, she dropped down like it's supposed to. So, cross your fingers. I'm hoping this one works because I think I got like $5 in it. One of them Petty Jean Mountain finds. Good. Yeah, I've never ran a white face, but I'm old school. I ran these older ones. That's a good tack. Yeah, that should make I'm thinking maybe a console mount for that. We'll see. One of them projects I've got going on. Yeah, I go to Petty Jean Mountain every year. Been going for 33 years, I believe now. 34 maybe. These are still in the box. I don't know if I should open these up. This one here says it's been tested and guaranteed through Snap-on. I don't know what the deal is with that, but it's never been opened. So maybe leave it in the box. I'm not sure. So we'll see. Just in the same way. It's in the box. It's a, I guess you call it, I'll let you say what this is. Equus. But it's a good race tack. It's 8,000 RPMs. Oh, looks like I can change the color of the background. Ain't that too fancy? So I probably bought this for 10 bucks somewhere at a flea market, an auction. Came in some stuff, but it's been on the shelf many years. Oh yeah, let me show you what I do with my 66 Plymouth. And I'm sure a lot of them are like this, but I couldn't put it on the steering column. I don't really want to put it on the dash, but I pulled the cigarette lighter and made me a mount for it. I pulled, like I said, I ain't put it back in yet, and so it's gonna work. It works good there. And see, it attaches straight through the where cigarette lighter was right there. But that works. That's a working tack. Well, listen, I did my best. This is my first just jump in and do it. We got the weather on. Oh, it's going to be nicer this week. I think we're going to go to George Ray's Sunday. That'll be nice. Raise some gifts for the children. Like I said, I did this build throughout the last 7 years. I've lost so much. I lost 3 brothers during the time of pulling the 6, disc brakes, all that stuff, to get this car back on the road. And this is the first year it's back on. Now I'm wanting to race at No Name Nationals, and I hope I can get there. And thanks to a lot of y'all for following me, subscribing and liking my videos, and I promise they'll get better. And as you look at the other ones, you'll see that I'm a little bit shy, I'm not confident, but I think that the world's going to be better for me here soon. Thank y'all very much, and y'all have a great day, and thanks for all the help here. You guys rock. Enjoyed it very much.